Let me holler at you guys real quick. So I want to talk about why no contact is so powerful. As I coach my students, the idea and the direction that I want to take them is for them to not be the same man that their ex left. At the beginning of the relationship with these guys that I'm helping, usually everything's pretty cool. Normally when a breakup happens, again, I'll say it again, it's because of too much negativity, either consistently or it becomes too intense for a specific period of time. So normally, and that negative behavior can come down to complacency or insecurity. So when it comes to the end of a relationship, the man is usually in a pretty bad position in terms of in the view of her eyes, right? So she sees him, right, as, maybe she feels like she's a mother figure to him or whatever. Because a lot of guys are weak today, okay? I want to get him to being back to where she sees him and views him in a respectful, attractive manner. So this is kind of what the trajectory looks like for the guys that I'm helping. So they come in and start seeing me, right? And of course they're heartbroken. That's why this channel turned into the way that it did. This channel starts out with the breakup. Okay, that's why Masculine Energy 2.0 and 3.0 are going to be in this exact trajectory and direction. Because Masculine Energy 3.2.0 is going to be about female nature and attraction, so you guys can understand that on a deep level. 3.0 is going to be about money, business, and health. This gives me a little bit of time to get back in shape. We got to get you guys back to the most alpha, most masculine versions of yourselves. So when you come see me, you guys are heartbroken. Does she check my social media? And all those weak questions that I get. I'm not trying to diss you guys, right? These are the questions that I get because at the end of the day, those questions don't actually matter. She sees you as her being above and you being below. We need to change that and flip that energy completely like it was in the beginning of the relationship. And the thing is, she just needs to see you as slightly better. Women date up. They date up, okay? So she needs to see you as that again. So that's why no contact is so powerful, because at the end of the relationship, she knows she has the power over you. And flipping this is the whole point, obviously. She knows she has the power over you because at the end of the relationship, most guys beg and plead. Most guys act weak. She knows, it's called dumper's confidence. She knows that she is the one that wanted to end the relationship and you're the one that wanted to continue. In terms of a business negotiation, that is where she has more power. She's taken her terms off the table. You have yours on the table. You're like, I want to work on it. She does not. Therefore, right now, she has more power right now. So when you pull away your attention and validation, because that we all know that that's the number one thing that women want from men, what are they always asking you to do, right? Why do they always want your attention so much when they're in love with you, fellas, right? Think about it. That's why Masculine Energy 2.0 needs to exist, because you guys need to understand female nature on the deepest levels. When you do, that way you can navigate the game and the dating game, the game of love, a lot better. Alpha males know this on a deep subconscious level, okay? When you pull away your attention in no contact, she's going to go, where's that attention? I know that I don't want to be with him, but I still like attention. Where'd he go, right? That's when she'll say those indirect, direct approach texts and calls to you. Oh, did I leave my sweater there? Because she's hoping that you're going to be like, baby, I miss you. That's really, deep down, that's really what she wants to hear from you. And at the same time, she deep down wants you to be a fucking man and say, you don't have to say to her, look, bitch, I'm moving on. You don't have to say anything like that. She just wants you to be a man about the situation and work on yourself. Women want to be with strong men. And I'm talking about normal women here. I'm not talking about crazy out there people. I'm talking about normal women who want families and who want to be in a relationship and shit like that, which seems to be declining, obviously. Then as we do no contact, you work on yourself. We work on your emotions. We work on your attraction skills. We nail down all the problems that when I dig into these guys, right? And I figure out, okay, what is the issue? We focus on that. We kill it. We get rid of it. If you're too emotional, we get rid of that. If you're too lazy, we get rid of that. We kill all the negative behavior. See, attraction is really about killing off the bad shit and doubling, tripling, 10xing down on the shit that you're good at, okay? So we do that. And then when you when you build yourself back up out of the weakness into the strong version of you again, that is usually when that girl decides to reach out to you. Then you decide if you want to work on it or not. Now, I have a lot of guys who have done coaching with me, and they say to me, yeah, she came back, and you know what? I really don't want to get back in this relationship anymore because there was problems that she invited into the relationship and she didn't work on them. That is why it's so powerful, and that's a trajectory that we take. So getting you out of the weakness, getting you as strong as possible, and understanding the game you're playing. When you understand the game you're playing, the attraction game, the dating game, whatever you want to call it. I know I'm saying game a lot and everyone doesn't think it's a game, but it is totally a game. Okay? It's totally a game, and there's people who understand the rules, and there's people who don't. Okay? Simp white knight guys think that being friends with a woman is going to get them closer to having sex with them. And it's not. It never works that way. There are guys out there who have been friends with women for years. And if that woman said to those guys, man, I'm so horny, that guy would be like, I can come over, right? That's what he's thinking in his mind, but he's too afraid to say it. And that's why, again, understanding female nature, being the best version of yourself, where you're not afraid to say things like that to a woman. You know, not to a friend. You can go up to girls and do attraction and have game the best way you can. We tailor it to your personality as best as we can, okay? That is why no contact is so powerful. It pulls you out of the chasing and the energy of lack and need for another person and puts that energy back onto yourself, because like I said in, I don't know if it was last video. Yeah, last video. Where your attention goes, energy flows. When you keep focusing your attention on a woman who's not even with you anymore, and you put that back onto yourself, you're going to flourish and you're going to grow. You're watering your own garden again. Not watering her garden. Not caring about what she thinks. Because what she thinks now doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't. She's the one that has to come to you. She's the one that has to come to you. Now, if you're in contact with your ex-girlfriend, some of you guys are, okay? Some of you guys chat, right? You guys have to keep working and keep improving and keep, other women want to be with a guy that other women want. If your ex-girlfriend broke up with you, don't stop dating. I wouldn't say jump into a relationship right away when you're really hurt. And you guys know what I mean by really hurt, where you're crying at night and you can't stand, what's going on right now. But when you come out of that and you can gather yourself, don't take yourself out of the dating game, right? I wouldn't go into it looking for a relationship, but keep practicing and keep talking to girls and keep interacting with people. It keeps your social skills sharp. And for my friends in the United States, I know a lot of, from what I've heard, a lot of you guys are open right now in terms of the whole pandemic thing. And you guys are able to interact and see each other in person. Go do that. I'm in Canada right now, and I'm in Ontario, and we're going on our third, not second, not first, third lockdown. It's bullshit. That's why no contact is so powerful. So it can bring you to the strongest version of yourself, and that's the trajectory I take. All the men that come into my program, that's exactly what I do, and it works like a charm. Because two things happen. One of two things. Your ex will call you, okay? And you'll have a great chance because, again, you're at your best self. Your energies will be quite similar. And then when she sees that you're like, I don't really give a fuck about this relationship like I used to, and I'm more high value than I've ever been, you're going to start seeing this. And she's going to be like, you know what? He's a lot stronger than he used to be. Maybe I made a mistake. Or second thing's going to happen is another girl's going to come into your life and you need to be badass as fuck. And she's going to be like, wow, this guy, see, you can't lose. This is a win-win situation. You feel like a loser right now because you're going through a breakup. Yeah. But at the end of the day, this is about growth. Growing as a man. Every man has to go through a breakup, especially in today's society, because today's society is peddling this narrative that men need to be a specific way and women need to be a specific way. That isn't, once we realize that that's not the game, that's not how human nature works, once we really figure out how it really works, then we can adapt and adjust. So every man kind of needs to go through this, at least today. That's why it's so powerful. That's why it works, and it'll work for you. And if you guys want my help doing it and going down this path where I can help you and show you the way, Coaching's down below.